Hey everybody, welcome to the first video of the semester. Yeah, in the past I've made some pretty long videos and I'm going to do the very best I can this semester to get that under control for you. It's Labor Day weekend, I'm sitting by the pool, just hanging out, actually I went to Costco today and I've been grading papers all day, so you get the casual Professor Gibbs here. The other, I guess, big issue is that somebody last semester complained about the lighting. Unfortunately, the studio lighting technician is a relative, and I can't fire him, so I'm kind of stuck with whatever ends up. It'll get better though as soon as daylight savings time is done and it's darker in the evenings when I do the videos. Each semester I try to do the videos fresh just because things come up that are helpful or related to the course that I think should at least be mentioned or discussed. Each video will be pretty much like this. What I'm doing this semester is talking about 3 or 4 or 5 major points from the course, and then that will be what the video's about. Sorry, I started thinking about, I'm hoping the sound quality is okay. So, that being said, we should first talk about the fun with the syllabus. That was my Saturday, was redressing the syllabus and then discovering that assignments don't match and having to basically rewrite the course in a 10-hour weekend day, which somehow doesn't seem right. But we got that figured out, and we're moving on with the course. So let's talk about the federal courts. This chapter talks about a really super important thing for you to know, and if you're thinking about law school, this is a big topic that will come up in law school. You'll be tested on it. You'll be tested on it in the bar. This is a good one to get a handle on, and that's venue. Understanding the different types of venue and what they mean. See, I just did it. The types of jurisdiction and understanding what each jurisdiction means, being subject matter and geographic and in personam. The knowing that when jurisdiction comes into play, does the court have the right to touch that individual? Meaning, do they have jurisdiction over them? So I spent some time taking a look at that. If you get tested in law school on it, you're pretty sure you're going to get tested as an undergrad also. The next thing I really find fascinating is the discussion of the history of the courts. And now we're going through some really interesting political times where we have a non-professional politician who is not acting like a politician, and there's considerable concern about how he is, how he's doing. Are we doing well, or is as it's portrayed, so chaotic, and everything is so personal. Lord, I don't think you want to try to get into a political discussion with a friend or neighbor or family member that's on the other side of the spectrum, because everything seems so personal. Well, I'm reading a book called Without Precedent, and it's the biography of John Marshall, who was the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court in one of the cases we talk about this week, Marbury versus Madison. And with in his lifetime, it was just as chaotic as it is today, if not more so. There was and people were writing under nom de plumes and saying horrific things about each other, and doing so under the nom de plume so that they couldn't be sued or challenged to a duel. I mean, that's the severity of what was going on in that time frame. I think if dueling was still legal, I would venture to say that we would have had several challenges to the field of honor made by people. So the type of controversy we see today is not something that's unprecedented. I would spend some time with that and try to understand all of the intricacies of the development of the courts. You know, the mention in the Constitution or Article 3, Article 2 courts. Get a good understanding of what those are and how they operate and what their, I've got to say it, I'm so sorry, what their subject matter jurisdiction truly is. The next big part of the chapter is a discussion of the different types of courts. You know, I'll be honest with you, even cops don't do a very good job of understanding what the court system is and how it works, and understanding that concept of dual courts, of the state system and the federal system. I would suggest that many cops don't even know how those different systems work, and why they go to state court and they don't go to federal court. Why, when they get sued, they end up in federal court. Those are all important issues. I'd like you to take some time and try to get an understanding of. You may or may not see that again in the near future. I don't know, but we'll be working on that also. So that's just a brief overview of the chapter and the things that I think are exceptionally important to it, and I want you to spend some time on. So with that, we should be good with this, and I'll see you guys all in class.